Hey everybody, my name is Henarira and I'm coming to you from New Zealand in a small town in the far north. I'm a mum of 5 children and with our family of 7, we've actually had an interest in health for some time now, and we're going to be talking a little bit about how we inspire health and different aspects of what we do. So what inspired me about what I'm going to share with you tonight was that it's whole food nutrition, and it was so simple. It just made sense. It was a no-brainer for our family, and it's something that got my attention from the very beginning. And so what we're talking about here is what I have here in my hands, Juice Plus. Okay, so Juice Plus, these are capsules. Okay, and let me see, you might be able to see them there. These are capsules. So what we have here are fruits, vegetables, and berries. There are almost 30 varieties, and they are picked at their peak ripeness. They are juiced, and then the moisture is removed, and they are dried at a very, very low temperature to protect all the nutrients. So I've got some visuals for you here. So we've got almost 30 fruits and vegetables. Okay, now they are dried very slow to retain all the nutrients, and the powder's then encapsulated, leaving thousands of phytochemicals and living enzymes. What blew me away when I found out about this product was that it has science backed up behind it as well. Now, I'm not a very scientific person, but I'm very particular what I put into my family's bodies. So Juice Plus has actually been around for almost 30 years, and there are over 35 peer-reviewed studies, okay? And it's just whole food nutrition. And I loved that. I didn't know much about the science, but when I learned about it a month after taking them, it just made sense to me as well that it's backed by science. So the results in these studies, these pharmaceutical studies, show that Juice Plus helps to decrease inflammation in the body. It increases the immune system. And we all know that fruits and vegetables are a very important part of our diet, okay? Well, they should be, all right? So the safety of this product also resonated with me in that it's safe for pregnancy, it's safe for breastfeeding, it's safe for children. There's no safety label on them. And so I liked that because I've seen so many products where there are warning signs on them, okay? So this ticked a massive box for me, that it was just whole food nutrition. So the other thing that I loved about it was that these capsules here are recognized by our body because it's just whole food based, all right? Fruits, vegetables, and berries. And so when we take this into our body, you know, sometimes the synthetic vitamins are not recognized by our bodies, and they come out as what we call disco wee. So this is our body's way of saying, I don't know what this is, I don't recognize it, so it comes out. It's not assimilated, whereas these are assimilated into our bodies very, very quickly. The government recommends that we have 5 to 9 serves of fruits and vegetables daily, okay? And that's all right. Sorry about that, guys. We just cut out for a little bit, but it's still recording, so we're good. So it's not always achievable to have that amount of fruit and vegetables every day, but that's what I love about these. They bridge the gap between what we are currently eating and what we should be eating, okay? Now, I mentioned before that these are child safe, and so Juice Plus is really a company with heart where we sponsor a child for free. And so All of my children are actually on the chews. Okay, so they come in a chewable form as well. And these actually, they go very quickly in our home. They are child safe, and a child between the ages of 4 and 18 can go on the chews for free. And so because my husband and I both have the capsules, we are able to support our family and get our children, all of our whole family, on Juice Plus. So they come in the gummy form. The research shows that with the gummies, that because they go into a children's health study, the research is showing that there's improved concentration, kids are eating better, they're pooping better, and there's just improved dental health, like I have written here. So they're sleeping better, pooping better, skin conditions. And I wanted to share too with skin conditions, my son's eczema actually disappeared over 3 months on Juice Plus, and he had blood on his arms and his hands, and so it was a very emotional time for our family. But when we started these, we were really pleasantly surprised because we are quite healthy. All right, so we're getting a lot of feedback from these. Like attracts like. When the kids are getting all these antioxidants into their bodies, they're craving for more fruits and vegetables. And that happened with my husband, who was a sugar addict. He started taking them, and after 3 weeks, his body started to reject sugar and the lollies and the junk food that he was taking, and he was wanting to have more fruits and vegetables. So I love that. Now, a second product we have, which I get my next shipment next week, so is the Complete Powder. Now, the Complete Powder is a superfood. It's full of superfoods, just replete with superfoods. It's vegan, and it's filled with protein, healthy fats, and carbs. It's a beautiful blend. It's clean. I love it. It's not like your normal protein powders where you have, with whey, for example, whey's been treated and contains quite a lot of chemicals and are very toxic. So in our Complete Powders, we have broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, radish, spirulina, pomegranate, pumpkin powder, and mushroom powder, okay, which is really important for vitamin D. So this is a smoothie. This is a booster for our family, and we love it so much. So we only have 3 products. Okay, and like I said, these have been around for almost 30 years, so there's longevity in this company and in these products. The Omega capsules here, I'm going to show them to you. These are amazing. Our Omega capsules are a natural blend of plant-based omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And unlike most omegas that come from fish, these come straight from the source. So we cut out the middleman, we cut out the beautiful fish, and we go straight to the source. And I've known for a long time that the nutrients in seeds are very, very important. And this is what this contains. So you've got pomegranate seed oil, you've got raspberry seed oil, sea buckthorn berry oil, tomato seed oil, and safflower seed oil. Okay, so this is pretty awesome. Okay, so to finish off this part of our section, we also have an online health program, and this has been written by one of our beautiful friends and team members, Kira Westwick, who was actually one of the top 10 in MasterChef. And the program that she's written, there are over 400 recipes. The majority of them are dairy-free, gluten-free. They are refined sugar-free, which really helps me. I've been refined sugar-free for 2 years now, and I attribute these recipes for helping me to sustain that. So I love that. It's about helping people to create changes so they don't have to diet again. Diets do not work. But there's a full guide, recipe books, there are meal plans, shopping lists, and workouts. And there's only one rule when we do this program, is that you just eat real food. Okay, so it's about bridging that gap, like I said, between what we're eating, what we should be eating. But tonight is about real people. And I want to hand it over to Linda at this time, who's going to share a little bit about her story and what these amazing products have done for her. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Hinarera. Thank you. And hi, everybody. My name is Linda. I'm talking to you. I'm in Melbourne, and I'm the mother of 4 children, 6 stepchildren, 6 grandchildren, and 4 step-grandchildren. I have been taking the products for just over 12 months now. Oh no, we're April. It's getting up for nearly a year and a half now since I started taking the product. And I was introduced to a friend who was very particular about what they put into their body. And I trusted her, and I believed her when she told me that her and her family were having great changes to their health by using these products. So I thought it was worthwhile giving it a go, because at that stage, 18 months ago, I was coming out of a 4-year period of depression, acute anxiety, such that I couldn't even leave my house to go to the clothesline to hang out the washing, let alone go out down the street to the supermarket or the shopping centre. That was just way beyond the pale. There was no way I could do that. So I was in a pretty bad way. I had chronic back pain from years of heavy lifting. It's just, destroyed my physique, if you like. I have arthritis across my lower back. I have it in my neck, my shoulders, my feet. So I've already had 1 hip replacement. So I had a lot of pain, and I was in a really dark place. So the thought of taking something which just made so much sense, because she told me they're whole food, they're natural, they're all plant-based, which fitted my philosophy of trying to eat as much plant-based as I can. I'm not vegetarian, I'm not vegan, but I certainly like to eat a lot of plant-based food. And I had at that time a desire to eat even more and introduce even more plant-based food into our diet, my husband and my diet. So it really fitted in that philosophy. And it's like they say, when you're ready to learn, the teacher will appear. Well, it was like the teacher appeared for me, and it just seemed to all fit in together, that I was looking and these things appeared. And so I started taking the product, and the first thing I noticed was a huge increase in my energy level. Now, you might think, being in a state of depression, you don't have any energy. I can assure you of that. My day consisted of sitting on the couch most of the time, dozing, not doing anything at all. So when I say I had a huge increase in my energy level, it meant I could get up and I could actually do things. I was awake for some of the day. So that was enormous for me. And that has just continued. So not only the energy level, but then my mood started to lift, the brain fog started to go from the depression. I noticed that my anxiety was better. It didn't scare the living daylights out of me, the thought of leaving the house. I no longer started to shake and get sweaty palms and sweaty armpits and start to hyperventilate at the thought of leaving the house. So that was tremendous for me. Now, at that time, because of my chronic back pain, I was also using a walking stick. I couldn't walk 50 metres without getting in such pain that I had to stop, and I'd be doubled over in pain and have to rest, and then I could sort of straighten up and go a little bit further. And I used a walking stick. And there were even times when I knew I was going to be on my feet for a while that I used a wheelchair. Now, in that time that I had been taking the capsules, 18 months, it would be at least, where are we, April now, it would be April last year would be the last time I used my walking stick. And I am now, I've just finished a last 8-week shred that we did. So I was determined to set a habit of daily walking, and I'm now walking 30 minutes around my neighbourhood and keeping up with my husband. He comes with me sometimes, and I can keep up with him. So I wouldn't say that I'm power walking, but I am certainly going at a much better pace than a slow crawl. So I'm able to keep that up for 30 minutes. So for me to have the energy, to have the motivation, to have the brain fog gone, the anxiety, the depression, the chronic pain has gone. I'm off my pain meds. I am now also, I've been working on this the last 2 months during the shred, and really focusing on plant-based food from our fabulous JBT program, following the recipes there. I am now off my antidepressant medication, which I have been on for over 10 years. So for me, that is an absolutely enormous load off my shoulders to know that I am now medication free and I feel terrific. And I put it all down to the capsules, the whole food. I take all of the products. I take the fruit, vegetables and berries. I started using the omegas as soon as they were introduced last year, and that really put the cap on reducing my joint pain from the arthritis. And I use the complete powders as well. So it's just been phenomenal for me. And it, of course, you know, it makes those physical changes, and then you have to make decisions for yourself about, well, how are you going to keep that going? I don't want to go back to that place that I was in. So I have to now make changes within myself to make sure that that doesn't happen. And the capsules have given me the energy and the mental clarity and the vitality to be able to do that and to undertake the necessary personal development, if you like, to be able to do that. So that's what it's done for me. That's my story. And, you know, I will certainly not ever go back to where I was before. I'm absolutely determined that that's not going to happen. So that's my story. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
If this sort of reaches you, if something resonates with you, have a talk to the person that sent you this video, or if you're watching now, reach out to the person who invited you on. So thanks, Hinarera, for letting me share my story.
Thank you. Thank you. That's just such a beautiful story. I love your story, Linda. It's just incredible what whole food nutrition can do. So I'm going to pass the time over to Leona now, who actually shared these with Linda. So I'm going to, we're going to hear her story. Hey, Leona.
Hey, Hinarera. Hi, everybody. My name's Leona. I'm in Melbourne too. I'm a mother of 6 busy little children. And yes, I am a friend of Linda's. It's really nice actually to listen to Linda's story. Although I know it just hits me every time. And I was thinking when she was talking that, you know, her and my mum are similar ages, so they're good friends. And I've just moved over from Tassie, and sometimes my mum would call me, you know, going back 12 months or so, and just tell me that Linda wasn't doing very well and that she was having anxiety attacks and things like that. And it was really concerning to my mum and concerning to me. And it's really nice to hear her story and to be able to witness that transformation, because her life is just so different now, and I could attest to that. So it's just really nice to see that and to hear that, Linda. I have a story too. So I did start on the products, I think about 18 months ago now. And at the time, you know, I was just really tired. I wasn't actually looking for anything. I was just really tired, so tired that I went to the doctor because I thought maybe something was wrong. He just told me that my iron was very low and suggested I have a transfusion done. And I was a bit of a sook, you know, I just didn't really want any medical intervention. And so I thought, you know what, maybe I can get my iron up just by being more careful about what I eat. And so I was having lots of greens, leafy greens especially, making lots of smoothies, juicing a lot, just trying to get my energy back and my pain levels down. And then a friend of mine told me about Juice Plus. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give this a go, because I really believe that I could maybe heal myself naturally and get some more energy. Maybe I could even go off my anti-inflammatories or reduce my medication for my fibromyalgia, because I had a lot of pain, especially around my shoulders and my back area. And I was trying to homeschool 6 kids in the whole process, so I was just exhausted. For me, the main thing was the lethargy. I was so tired. And I thought, you know what, this will be interesting to see if these work, because if I don't have to have that iron transfusion and all that sort of stuff, then, you know, then that's great. So I haven't actually had my bloods done since, because I just, after a few weeks of taking them, I felt great. That lethargy went, that feeling of trudging through the day disappeared, and I knew that I wouldn't need anything extra than what these gave me. And I know that they're not particularly high in iron on its own, but I think the collective, you know, intake of the nutrients from 30 different fruits, vegetables and berries helps with absorption and helps you to absorb the things that you are eating. And it's just balanced me so well that my energy's been fantastic. And, you know, having 6 small children, I have a couple that don't sleep through the night, and so I'm up pretty much 9 out of 10 nights. And so I had reasons to be tired, and I just sort of had come to the point where I started to accept the fact that I was just going to be a tired mum. That's my lot in life. And I think that's the thing that we do sometimes, which is really sad. We just accept that it's okay to feel sick. It's okay to feel tired. It's okay to be in pain. Life, that's how I am. Everybody suffers or struggles with whatever. And to know that there's actually another way, another option, and it's so easy, it was awesome. So for me, it was life-changing. It actually saved me money, because I was going a bit crazy trying to get organic produce, which is so expensive, and juicing and doing smoothies and the mess and everything. And now it's just chucking the capsules in, swallow them down, and I feel great. And I've also suffered from hay fever and asthma since I was a kid too. And that was a really, really nice bonus that happened for me maybe 6 to 8 weeks in. I noticed that I didn't need my Ventolin so much anymore, and I got rid of my hay fever medication. So it was pretty much just antihistamines I was taking. So that was awesome. So I felt great. My husband's like, oh my goodness, I can see this transformation. And because I was in pain, I couldn't do a lot with the family. So if it came to going for a walk or going for a hike, then I would stay at home while he took the kids. I started joining in. And then even when I joined in, he'd say, oh, careful, honey, just don't push it, because he knew that there'd be an aftermath of me having to recover. But there's no recovery. Like, I can do hikes. I've gone back to the pool. I swim every week with the kids. There's no recovery anymore. So for me, it's been really good. And Henrietta mentioned the free child health study, and so I elected for my son to try that, and he's 13 now, nearly 14. But similar to Henrietta, we had eczema, would always bleed everywhere, asthma, hay fever. He was one of my children that was up through the night with, you know, allergies all the time. And for him, that's gone. His skin's cleared up. He swam in the beach the first year after taking Juice Plus. He couldn't do that before because the salt stung his wounds. And his skin's all sealed up, so he can swim, he can do everything now. He can even eat food that he couldn't before because his body would break out because he was intolerant. So it's helped strengthen his immune system and, yeah, reduce his inflammation. And so our whole family's on it. We love it, and we will keep taking it too. Like Linda said, I don't ever want to go back to being that tired, you know, in pain mum trudging through the day. I'm really happy to have my energy and have my children on this awesome product too. So that's my story. Thanks, H.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I love these stories. It's just part of how we share. There is another side to this. You've heard how the product affects people, but also there is a flip side where we actually have a business around this. And so we noticed that when people started to get results, they felt that they wanted their friends and family to know what this can do for them as well, to share this with everyone. So this is the business part of the section. So there are 2 myths surrounding this. The first myth is that it's a pyramid scheme. Okay, well, it's not, because those are illegal. And there is something that's similar to a pyramid scheme, and I wanted to share with you what I think it might be, and it may resonate with you as well. When I first got married, I worked in a supermarket in Napier, New Zealand, called Big Fresh. I'm not sure if it's around at the time, not now, but I worked as a checkout girl. And so if we look at Big Fresh, for example, we've got checkouts down here. Okay, all the checkout girls down here, all the guys. And there are also certain levels in a supermarket, in any corporation actually. And so above me were my supervisors, and I was a really good worker, but those spaces were already filled. And above them, there are managers, different department managers, produce, supervise, checkout. And so that was already filled too by one person, maybe two people. Above the managers are the branch managers for the different areas, regional managers, and then you've got your CEO up here. So when you start out in a job, then you start out down here, and it's quite difficult to move yourself up because you either have to have a degree of sorts, you have to have experience, and if you can see, there's not much room up there. Okay, there's only one person up there. So you're pretty much fighting down here with the rest to move up the scale. So it's very rare. You'll probably reach up here depending on your level of education. The thing I love about this business is you can have any level of education. And we all start down here as virtual franchisees. And I love that because we all start at the same place together. Now, depending on our work, we can go up to the different levels, and I'll talk about those soon. But this here, in order to move up, you can see there's a lot of space up there. We have a lot of NMDs. You don't need to know what that means, but we have a lot of NMDs in our company, a lot, especially in Australia and New Zealand. And so there's a lot of space down here for everyone to join and a lot of space up in the top levels. The other myth that people have is, well, I don't know very many people. I won't do very well because I don't know that many people. Well, let me share with you. So I mentioned Kira before, okay? Kira shared it with Tracy. Tracy shared it with me. I did not know Tracy. I came across her on Facebook. I liked what I saw. She was sharing these juice beans. I reached out to her, and here I am almost 2 years later. It's been an amazing journey. So this is me. I shared it with Leona, who you heard tonight. Leona shared it with Linda, and she shared it with Andrea. She also shared it with Debbie. Debbie shared it with Edith, and has shared it with Tali, and has shared it with Catherine, and it just keeps going on and on and on. So I did not know Leona. I did not know Debbie, Linda, Andrea. I didn't know all these people, okay? I didn't know Kira. So as you can see, depending on the work that you do will depend on this, which we call the popcorn effect. Your business can just blow up and just keep increasing like popcorn, just like popcorn does. Now, there are also 3 ways that we get paid. And the first way is, well, the 3 ways are retail, bonuses, performance money, okay? So retail is just when you recommend the product to someone, they choose to buy it, and you put the order in and you get paid a commission for each sale, all right? And this is your reward for introducing someone to Juice Plus. The second way we get paid is bonuses. These are payments that you earn when you reach different levels. Okay, so I'll share a little bit about that now. You can also get paid for teaching the business to others. Okay, so one of the main levels that the first levels we reach is SDVF. When you reach SDVF, you get $400 and your teacher gets $400 as well. Also, if you help someone reach SDVF, then you get that teacher bonus. SC gets a $600 bonus, the teacher gets $600. QNMD, now SSC, $1,200 and the teacher gets $1,200. QNMD is $1,500 and the teacher gets $1,500. Now, by the time you reach NMD, which is National Marketing Director, you probably aren't doing much work. Well, sorry, the person that taught you probably won't be teaching you much at that stage, so they won't be getting paid the bonus, but you get a $3,000 bonus. So that's just bonuses, guys. It's pretty cool. The acronyms don't matter at the moment. But the second part is what I love, performance money. Now, this is residual income, and it's sometimes known as beach money, all right? So this is what you earn on the performance of your team. Now, this is a very different business model in that when you you can do it in 3 ways. Like I said, share the product. You can also get your bonuses. But the other way is you can teach your people how to do exactly what you've done. All right. So this is the money that you receive for your investment of time and energy in helping people reach their goals. Okay. So, you know how I shared with you before, these different levels, the only way that you can reach these levels the only way you can reach these levels is to help other people do it. This is a helping business. And that's what I love about it. So, no one can reach NMD unless you take a team of people with you. All right? And so you need to teach others how to do all those different levels. And that's so much fun because we've created this great community of people. When you unlock the performance money, it comes to you every month whether you're working or not, hence the term beach money. You can be on the beach and you still get that money, all right? So the easiest way to describe the passive income is through what Juice Plus calls clubs. Okay, so a club is one active SDVF team member, and 3 clubs is 3 active SDF team members. So for 1 club, you'll be getting about $600 a month. Now that's residual income. Okay, we're not talking about bonuses and commission and retail profit. This is just that beach money we're talking about that you can get just lazing on the beach. 3 clubs, you get $800 to $1,000 a month. 12 clubs, you get $2,500 to $4,000 a month. 24 club, $5,000 to $7,000 a month. 39, $8,000 to $10,000 a month. And we actually have quite a few 100 clubbers in our team, and they work hard. Okay, this is a great way to create an income for you and for your family. Okay, the Australian government has estimated that an average person needs about $120,000 in passive income to retire comfortably. So if you look at that, get to 100 club, you do that in 10 months, that's your $120,000 to retire comfortably, and that's under a year if you do the work. So the business is simple. It is not easy. It's simple, but it means the reason why it's simple is because it takes hard work. Okay, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich long-term. All right. So some girls have been able to reach that top level in a couple of years. Some of the guys a bit earlier. We have a guy in our team who's reached it in a year. And he's a dad, 4 children, a husband, and he's really discovering what this business can do for him. So that's what that is. This business for me, just before we finish off, we're going to finish off. I never thought that I'd work part-time and receive full-time benefits from it. I've never earned what I'm earning now in my work, just when I was working before I got married. But when I researched it for 5 months, I wanted a model that duplicated my efforts, that I could do in my own time, created this residual income. I had a product that I didn't have to ship out, I didn't have to stock, and I didn't have to, like I said, deliver. And it had longevity. It had been around for some time. This product ticked that box. It also lined up with my values: connection with this beautiful team that we've created, wellness, family, flexibility, choosing who I wanted to work with, and a proven, perpetual, affordable product. It's been around for so long. It's a great trading system, and there's more than one way to get paid, and I love that. And Juice Plus, this part-time, people are doing it around what they do already. This part-time business ticked all those boxes for me. I'm going to leave it there. If this is something that resonates with you, something where you can create an income or just inspire healthy living in your friends and family, then please reach out to the person who invited you here or who shared this recording with you, and they'll get back to you and teach you a little bit more about what we do. So thanks everyone for coming on, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.